welcome to The Wharf for another week. Fantastic as always to have your company.
Yes, and it's a big final episode before we embark on a mid-year break. But before we get into the show, last week, Today Tonight ran a little expose on us saying that not everything you see on this show is real.
Yes, that's right. Today Tonight got the incredible scoop that this scene with Anthony Mundine was actually set up. How amazing.
Now, look, fair cop.
Yeah, that's not Julian's real body.
I'll give them that one. But they were wrong when they said that this was fake. Now, look, this was a very, very real scene. That was real sex.
Yeah, she faked it, though. She faked it.
Still, it was a slightly damaging report by Today Tonight. And, Craig, you know you're in trouble when your ethics are criticised by the program that chained an old woman to a bed.
At least didn't sleep with her. But, look, it's very confusing, Chris. It's very hard to know in TV these days what's real and what's not real.
It is, which is why, from now on, we're going to flash up a little graphic just to, you know, let people know if anything's fake. For instance, if we're talking about Lisa Oldfield's lips, they're obviously fake.
Exactly, that's right. Or if we say that Erica Baxter loves Jamie Packer for his personality, his looks, again, you know, clearly not true. Yeah.
Look at them there. What a beautiful couple they make, Jamie
beautiful.
and Erica. Our wishes go out to them. $6 million. $6 million they're spending to have their wedding on the French Riviera, which is a shame because, you know, they could have got Kirribilli House for free.
Exactly, all on the taxpayer. Pissed off I didn't have my wedding there.
I'm thinking we should have the Chaser Rap Party there tonight.
Should.
What do you reckon? I mean... Here's the man to organise it. Ladies and gentlemen, Julian Morrow.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Glad to see that fake sign there.
Yeah, it's very fake. Yeah. Now, you've been a man on a mission this week, Jules. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, look, you know, on this show we talk a lot about TV ads, but there's actually another form of advertising that gives me the shits even more. Those mobile billboards.
Oh, yeah, those annoying convoys. You see them driving around the city everywhere these days.
Not only are they blatant visual pollution, but they also add carbon pollution into the mix as well, not to mention clogging up traffic.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just our roads. I mean, it's even affecting traffic on our waterways too.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. But I have to say, though, they aren't visually eye-catching. I'll give them that. So I decided to use a mobile billboard for a campaign that I wanted to run. I just got my own truck and joined one of their convoys myself. I tried to follow them along, but when I did, they pulled over, unfortunately. So we had a chat. One big happy convoy, eh?
So what you're saying is the best way to get a message out about mobile billboards is to create a mobile billboard.
Well, it just seemed logical.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted something that was intrusive, loud, causes pollution, generally annoys people around the place. It seemed like the best option.
Well, you're right, mate, I suppose, because every freedom of speech is paramount. So.
Well, look, we're all celebrating it today, aren't we? Well, look, he had a couple of points, so I decided to follow him. Off we went, all over town. In fact, we went all the way from Sydney Harbour Bridge right down to Bondi Beach. And then, when we got there, we went all the way back again.
Now, that's what I call an ad road test.
Yeah, absolutely. It was actually a lot of fun, so much so that I couldn't resist taking my hypocritical gas-guzzling message to another mobile advertiser. Unfortunately, this time when I got there, the guy was just pulled up by the side of the road. And the horn started going, there was a bit of commotion, so eventually he decided to try and lose me. But I tailed him, and I tailed him some more. And I tailed him again. In fact, I chased him so far that he actually had to stop for petrol. Can you move up? Yeah, let's go. OK, let's go. But then we were off again, and eventually I drove him right out of town. Good riddance, mate. Don't come back.
He's on the bus and train, his phone calls are a pain. He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
Hello, is that Dr. Beattie? It's Clive. Yeah, look, I wanted to ask you a question. Is there any such thing as herpes of the elbow? Well, I've got a number of scabby pustules on my elbow. Well, I got a bit rambunctious on the weekend and I accidentally elbowed my wife in the vagina. It doesn't exist, you reckon? What about gonorrhea of the nose?
He's Clive, the slightly too loud commuter.
It's very important for tourism.
Prime Minister, you've spoken about the value of tourism to New Zealand, but in literature, according to the Book of Revelation, what is the number of the beast?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Want to guess?
No.
I'll give you a clue. It's 6,
I'm not going to say that word in Australia.
Okay. Fair enough. Do you want a geography question, maybe? Okay, all right. Well, how many states are there in Australia?
How many states? Oh, gosh, tricky one.
Yes.
Tricky one. 'Cause I can't count the territories, right?
It's more than 5 and less than 7.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to fall into that trap either. Am I allowed to say 6?
That's correct.
Now, Jules, as you know, I'm a walker and not a driver, and as someone who pretty much walks everywhere, I have to say I find motorists very annoying.
Yeah, well, that's because we've got no respect for pedestrians like you.
No respect at all. They're always honking at you or screaming at you or honking at other cars. Everyone's on the bloody horn.
Yeah, I think that's what you call road rage.
I'll tell you what, I have a problem with road rage. But my problem is, why is it only confined to motorists? It's about time us pedestrians had a way of taking out our own aggression. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hell to the metal, Grandma. Sunday walkers. Who told you to walk, Stephen Hawking? Oi! Stop bloody tailgating me! You're a bloody mess! I'm bloody rude! Fuck you! Ah, shit! Speed cameras!
What's up, Riz? Why are you making all this noise down here?
I'm just trying to park, mate. Can you get out of the way? Hang on. Hey, you have to park so close together, you're over the line.
Mate, that's enough. It's an annoying noise.
Are you gonna give me a parking fine? Hey, hi, mate, hurry up. Sometime today would be nice. Come on. Where'd you get your ATM card? Out of the cornflakes box?
Shut up.
Mate. Don't you get angry? Nice. Hey, Tom. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. 20 minutes of trailers. So angry. Need to cool down.
Well, the big countdown is on to the release of the final Harry Potter book. July 7, that's the day we're all going to learn Harry's fate. And across the world, Pottermania is running wild, Chris.
It is, yeah. It's still a couple of weeks before the book actually hits the shelves, but I notice already that the fans have started lining up outside bookshops. Look at them there.
There they are.
They do it with everyone, all dressed up as their favourite characters. It's very cute. It's a great tradition, and we're starting to see it with some other books too, aren't we?
We are. I noticed that when Donna Hay released her latest cookbook, we saw a line of her fans dressing up as their favourite recipes.
I know, with the recent release of Stephen Hawking's new book, a lot of fans really got into the spirit of things by dressing up as the celebrity author.
No. And I know when they first released... When they released The Secret,
oh, yeah.
A lot of fans dressed up as their favourite crackpot expert from that book.
Great experts.
G'day. I want to book a holiday.
Where do you want to go?
There's a place I know, a destination far away, across the sea. In my heart I feel a land that beckons, somewhere I can find the real me. It's India, a land of adventure. India, the land for me. India, it's full of call centres and bloody hot curries cooked with ghee. From Muslim to Hindu, they've got it covered. I hope I run into Rahul Dravid. India, with my pasty skin. India, I'm getting a funny sense that I'm not blending in.
Thank you. Thank you.
OK, it's time for some more quick fixes, and our first problem this week is the Packer media empire.
Yes, the problem is that since Jamie Packer sold down his stake in PBL, the Packers don't actually control the empire anymore.
Yeah, the biggest shareholder is now this private equity mob called CVC, fronted by a 36-year-old Scottish bloke called Adrian Mackenzie.
Yeah, he's been keeping a fairly low profile. He's obviously a bit uncomfortable with his role as the new Packer.
Yeah, he needs a bit of coaching, I reckon, so I popped round to his house to help him out. G'day, Adrian, how are you? You're the new Packer, so we've got you a Packer kit. Everything you need to be the new Packer. There you go, there's your polo kit.
I don't play polo, actually.
You need to, as you're the new Packer. There's your Packer whacker in case things go badly.
I think that's the trick is actually I don't consider myself to be the new Packer.
Oh, come on, you've got to be the new Packer. We've got you a bikini model wife here.
Very nice.
Prenup, pre-signed.
Yep.
My name's and details.
Listen, I think my missus might just be a bit upset.
And a kidney for you, just in case you need it. That's actually been donated by the helicopter pilot. He wants to keep his job so much, he's donated the second kidney.
Interesting taste.
The next problem this week is the former PM Paul Keating. Now,
Yeah, well, Keating's become a huge problem for Kevin Rudd because of that Lateline interview he did where he basically trashed everything about the Labor Party.
Yeah, exactly. And because he reminds people what it was like to have a Labor leader that wasn't bland and boring.
Indeed. Now, I've got the feeling that ever since that show, Keating the Musical, became such a big hit, Keating thinks people love him again.
Yes, couldn't agree more. He once described himself as the Placido Domingo of Australian politics. But would Keating become the Anthony Warlow of Australian politics by taking a role in a new musical?
You're a little trier, you are, aren't you?
Mr. Keating, there's a role in a new musical called Kevin Rudd the Musical for an embittered old Prime Minister that comes in just before the election and spoils things for Kevin Rudd. Would you like the role?
Well, you know the other thing about the chaser,
Not really.
I've never met you guys before, but it just shows you how easily it is to be a celebrity in Australia.
I agree.
If your donkey's a celebrity, anyone can be a celebrity.
So will you play yourself in the musical? It's a very good part. It's a duet with Tony Jones. He's not a bitter man, no. Look, I think it's probably a good thing that he didn't take that role because there is a scene in the musical where the old PM realises that he actually lost the 1996 election and that no one gives a shit about him anymore.
Yeah, I don't think Paul's ready for that.
If you love the all-new meat pie pizza, then wait till you try the humongous taste of our battered Sab Supreme. You get a layer of delicious Saveloys, Chico rolls, nuggets, Kranskis, and anything else left unsold from a Milk Bar Bain Marie. All topped off with our special fizzy cola sauce. It's the ultimate fast food pizza. Domino's.
Yes, so welcome to Nut Job of the Week, the segment where we take a look at some of the more left-field people in our society, people with, shall we say, Chaz, slightly unusual views and beliefs.
I think we can. And this week, we are looking at some American moral crusaders who've devoted their entire lives to a remarkable calling.
All over the world, we want kids to know you can choose to live a gay life or you can choose to change and come out straight.
Yes, forget your cures for AIDS or cancer. These people are at the forefront of research trying to find a cure for homosexuality. So let's have a look at some of their amazing breakthroughs. Chaz, what have we got?
Treatment number one for gays is rubber bands.
Rubber band?
Yes, apparently every time you catch yourself watching someone erotically, you've got to snap the band, and you snap out of it.
So elegant in its simplicity. From now on, I think these should be the rubbers they hand out in health clinics.
But if you're not a rubber man, Chris, you can always try bark.
Bark?
Yeah, not like that. Or what's better known as the looking at trees method.
Ah, yes. As ex-lesbian Anne Paulk wrote whenever she felt horny, I would look out my car window and say something like, "Gosh, Lord, there's a tree out there. That tree is green and has leaves on it. Over time, that made me displace all lesbian thoughts."
Makes sense, makes sense. Heaven help a lesbian who lives in the desert. OK, so...
Could look at a cactus.
Maybe. You've tried your rubber bands. You've tried looking at trees. But if you really want to convert a gay, What you need is to try erotic nude massages.
Erotic nude massages, Chaz. That doesn't sound very pure.
Shows how much you know about purity, Taylor, because I'll have you know the nude massage is the proven gay conversion method of the good Reverend Colin Cook. Yeah. Now, he reckons a good nude fondle desensitises men against homosexual desires, and who am I to argue with that?
Well, I think the question is, do these claims actually work? To find out, we spent a day this week with a sample gay man called Chris. There he is. And put the various techniques to the test to see if we could turn him straight.
So he snapped his rubber band for every man he found attractive in Oxford Street, but no dice. So he gone to look at some trees. And then, massage time!
Come on, so are you straight yet?
No. I didn't say stop.
He has amazing powers of resistance,
So strong, so strong. But look, it's not over yet, Chris. It's time to wheel out the big guns.
Yes.
And return to the king of gay conversion, Richard Cohen.
Watch now and learn as Cohen demonstrates his touch therapy.
It's non-sexual. It establishes like parent-child relationship. So he didn't experience this growing up with his dad.
Rob, do you feel a sexual connection right now?
No, I don't. I feel very safe and very comforted, and it just feels wonderful.
Wonderful.
Well, that may have felt wonderful to that guy, but let's see how it felt with our gay.
This is very non-sexual. How are you feeling? Yeah, I'm feeling really safe and really confident. You feeling more straight? No, I've got wood.
Good.
Yeah.
Hopeless. We are getting nowhere here, Chaz. But luckily, Richard Cohen still has one more amazing technique up his sleeve to blame your sexuality on your mother and take it out on her through the power of tennis.
I was angry at my mother.
Okay.
So I started saying, Mom! 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 Why did you do that to me?
From pillow biter to pillow basher, just like that.
How could that fail, Chaz? So,
I know.
I think it is the moment of truth now. Will it work for Chris?
Mom! 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 Why did you do that to me?
So, Chris, you heterosexual now?
No. Keep going, hit harder. You've got to get your anger out about everything.
Why did I agree to be in this stupid sketch?
How about now? You feel better now, Chris?
Feeling good. That's good.
For many Australians, professional fulfilment will always be a distant blip on the horizon. But career satisfaction is not something that's ever eluded this man.
What an unbelievable sunset! The sun's position in the sky has been massively reduced.
At just 36 years of age, he's already reached the top of the warehouse clearance voiceover industry.
The Rugged Warrior's absolutely positively definitely closing down this time sale.
But success didn't come to him overnight. His early years were marked by a string of ill-fated jobs, including stints as a station platform announcer.
The next train on the platform is running 5 minutes late! 5 minutes, that's right, 5 minutes! This train is late, time never be repeated in 5 minutes!
He was also the prototype voice for GPS navigation in cars.
At the next street, make a left turn and I guarantee you'll be home by midnight tonight!
And even briefly worked doing ABC promos.
Monday night on Four Corners, Chris Masters has gone absolutely crazy. Investigative reports.
But in the lean years when the voiceover work dried up, the crazy warehouse guy was forced to dabble in other vocations, such as hypnotism.
You're getting incredibly sleepy. The calmness of my voice is making you massively relaxed.
The priesthood.
Jesus died to save us all. You'll never see a saving this big again. Drastically crucified.
And ultimately, at his lowest ebb, prostitution.
Hand jobs, $5. Blow jobs, $5. Anal on top or bottom. What an incredible range of sodomy services.
But through those dark times, he never lost sight of his warehouse dream, and today stands as a glowing example of what one man can achieve through belief, determination, and a really loud voice.
$5. All stock has to be sold by midnight tonight. I can do a loud one if you prefer.
It's that time again where we scrutinise the world of advertising, and this week we are testing not one, but 2 television ads that you've requested on the guest.
It is a 2-course meal, and first up for entree, we're taking a look at this Channel 7 promo for their bright new game show, The Rich List.
How many Melbourne Cup winners can you name? 5!
It's on the list. You can play it anywhere, but there's only one place where it will make you rich. Is it on the list? It's on the list!
Now, if this ad's to be believed, all of Australia has been so swept up with Rich List fever that they even play the game while commuting to work on the bus.
Bringing commuters together every morning, which is a wonderful thing. But is it actually true?
How would people on a bus really respond if you suddenly asked them to make a list? Excuse me, how many Melbourne Cup winners can you name? How many winners of the Melbourne Cup could you name?
None.
Famous horse, won it 3 times. First word, Maccabi. It's the race that stops the nation. I just need one. Can anyone name me the winner of a Melbourne Cup horse? Maccabi D. Not a racing person, maybe. Let's try another one. Actors that have won the Best Actor Oscar in the last 20 years. Let's have a list here. Anyone? How many bus routes can you name? Take a list. We're on one now, that's a clue. How many countries beginning with A can you name? How many shithouse Channel 7 game shows can you name?
I don't like that word.
Which word, game show? How many shithouse Channel 7 game shows can you name? Deal or No Deal, thank you. And the other one he hosts? The Rich List. How shithouse is it? Thank you. That's on the list.
Nothing like the ad at all.
Leakin's anus. Well, so much for the entree. Let's call for the main course now. Now, this is just about the most requested ad road test we've heard all year. The product is Riva Coffee, and the ad looks a little something like this.
Here we are, 4 regular shoppers and a triumph of shopping trolley synchronicity.
Yes, they've just popped in to buy some instant coffee and put on a spectacular dance routine while they wait in the checkout queue.
It's the sort of thing that happens at your local Coles all the time.
What I love is no one in the supermarket bats an eyelid. They're perfectly happy for these trendy posses to come in and start boogieing with their trolleys.
But how would supermarkets react if you did that in the real world?
So we're buying some coffee, mate?
Yeah, right out the shop.
Sorry?
Yeah.
What's the problem? No. Hey, what's we meant to get this?
You walk through the checkout and you wait in line and then you pay for it.
No, you don't! Why don't you put that on the ad?
We don't dance while we buy coffee.
You don't dance when you buy coffee.
What are you talking about?
Rubbish.
I've seen TV.
Safety issue. Is the coffee that bad?
Oh, no, mate. You do it again, though. You look real good.
Yeah.
Can we?
Get some coffee.
What do I do to get coffee ready?
Jeez.
Sorry, that wasn't the choreographed bit.
If you guys can make it easy to buy coffee next time, that'd be much appreciated. I'm bugging up my knee. Oh, man.
Nothing like the ad at all. All for that.
Sadly, that's all we have time for tonight. We're taking a mid-year break for the next few weeks, but the war will return early September, so we hope to see you then.
In the meantime, you can podcast the show, abc.net.au/chaser, and you can catch some repeats of some of the highlight episodes from last year, which start next Wednesday, the usual time of 9 o'clock.
So don't miss those. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to see you again in September as we gear up for the election. Until then, good night.